Hi fellow leaders and welcome back. We're in the midst of a time to lead and really looking at how can you be purposefully authentic. Have you ever accidentally tried to be the hero of the show? Or even tried to do everything yourself? Or have you been motivated up until now by extrinsic rewards such as success or profit for your own pocket? Now I hope I will then convince you of the benefits of transitioning from an I to a we leader. In today's session, we're going to focus on understanding how to grow from an I to a we. We're going to look at the mentality from I to we leadership, the I versus we traits, the whole transformational journey, and how to make this transition. If you look into what we've discussed yesterday with regard to the authentic leadership development levels, you will find that a typical I leader is stuck on stability level 2. This leader still wants to win at all cost and has an oversimplistic and concrete view of the world. Whereas a we leader has already transitioned to the stability at leadership development 4 and hopefully also discovered how to make a difference and transition to leadership development 5. Now Bill George says the following: to ensure that organization's vision is achieved, leaders must transition from I mentality to we mentality and dedicate their lives to working for the good of others. To get here, leaders must be motivated by intrinsic rewards like gaining satisfaction from team success and positively impacting their communities. Now, the traits of an I leader to really try to avoid is those focusing on attaining power and position, making self-interest driven decisions, the whole I can do it by my own mentality, or being an accidental diminisher by being a pace setter, arrogance, directing others by only telling them what to do and not listening or asking questions, focusing on near-term results, and worst of all, taking the credit for their team's work. Trait of a we leader, however, already display characteristics of serving others. They're purpose-driven decision makers. They seek alignment through values, show humility, coach and mentor others. They're inspiring and uplifting, and most importantly, their team gets the credit. Now, I really appreciate the article put together by Bill as well as Andrew on the whole transformation journey found underneath this graph. This transformation journey already starts at a very young childhood age, where your character formation is starting. Then hopefully by the age of 30, you will have the opportunity to step into this leadership role. This is where it's very important to be aware of your own Euro mentality, because you have the opportunity to transform from the I to the we. Then your peak leadership performance happens around about the age of 60. And between 60 and 90, you have the beautiful privilege of really giving back wisdom as well as giving back to the community. Now, how do we become this we leader? Now, first of all, you have to be a servant leader who focuses primarily on the growth and well-being of people and the communities to which they belong to. They share power, put the need of others first, and helps people to develop and perform as highly as possible. This servant leadership is one of the oldest leadership styles that we can get and dates back to almost 2,000 years, where historical figures already displayed this by washing their followers' feet as well as serving the community. Another historical figure that is more recent within South Africa is called Nelson Mandela, where his heart and passion was truly there to serve others. Then the next step is to go through a crucible. When I look up the word crucible, this is where metal gets melted. In Geeks and Geezers, Warren Bennis and Robert Thomas describe the concept of crucible as an experience that tests leaders at their limits. A crucible can be triggered by events such as confronting a difficult situation at work, receiving critical feedback, or even losing your job. Or it may result from a painful personal experience. Then seeing life as a whole. Only when leaders stop focusing on their personal ego needs are they able to develop other leaders, according to Bill George. And then, of course, he states that you then need introspection and cognitive reframing. To get started, you need to ask yourself, does my life matter and to whom? What's the purpose of my life and my leadership? Will I leave a legacy behind? So go out. Live your brand by putting the needs of others first and really being brave enough to transition from I to a we leader.